You're listening to Rhonda Spaziani on Spaz on Health with greeningradio.com.
Hello, this is Rhonda Spaziani on Spaz on Health on Green Ink Radio. And today's episode is You're Getting Very Sleepy. I'm going to teach you how to hypnotize yourself, called self-hypnosis. When I was getting certified to get my hypnotherapy certification, I was so excited. I kept on thinking, I'm going to get to use that pendulum, and I'm going to get to tell people you're getting very sleepy. Well, to my great disappointment, that isn't really how you hypnotize people. But I like the thought a lot, don't you? Hypnosis is so interesting. The more I use hypnosis, the more enthralled I am with hypnosis. I have seen such miraculous positive change with clients that I work with hypnosis, particularly around stress reduction and anxiety. I think it's amazing. So I thought that we would do a little demo run with a brief stress reduction hypnosis session this time, but I also wanted to teach you how to do self-hypnosis so you can do it anytime, any place, anywhere. It's just such a wonderful adjunctive modality in your whole mindfulness toolbox. So I think you're going to enjoy it. Hang in here, and I'm going to teach you a little bit about it. Hypnosis has been around for about 3,000 years, believe it or not. There were references in it about in ancient texts in like Egypt, China, and even Hindu and Greek texts too. And they used healing procedures that were really basically hypnosis inductions, suggestive scripts. And there was even sleeping temples in Egypt. Just think about it. I really wish we had some sleeping temples around now. I'm trying to talk the school into having a hypnosis or a relaxation room, which would be like a sleeping temple. So modern hypnosis really hasn't been in use that long in the Western cultures. It began with the Austrian physician Franz Mesmer. That's where mesmerize comes from. And he started it like in the late 18th century. They call it mesmerism because he was kind of a little bit of a narcissist, and he believed he was moving it was his animal magnetism that could hypnotize people and reduce and help with issues. However, eventually his procedures were debunked, but he had really, really, really great responses from this. Great responses. And then in the 19th century, Mesmer's theories were kind of advanced by a couple British physicians, John Elliotson and James Esdale, and they used it, what you call hypnoanesthesia, to do surgeries. They even amputated limbs using this modality. Oh my goodness, just think. And then James Braid is kind of considered the father of hypnosis, since he really moved it into the scientific realm rather than kind of the occult, kind of these one-off kind of stuff. And he also coined the term hypnosis itself, which means sleep in Greek. But actually, that kind of gives it a weird moniker because you're really pretty wide awake. Don't get me wrong, you can fall asleep in hypnosis. You can get so relaxed, and if you're tired, you can doze off. But usually you're wide awake. And if you're in sleep in hypnosis, you're just asleep. You're not hypnotized. You're asleep. And then Milton Erickson and Dave Ellman really became the grand poobahs of modern hypnotherapy in the 20th century. Erickson's really famous for pioneering indirect hypnosis, which is sort of like the subtle language and patterns designed to shift a patient's or a person's perception of themselves and their problems. And he assumed that hypnosis for hypnotherapy to be really effective, it had to be relevant to that individual's needs, issues, and concerns. His whole method was based on understanding and using the client's point of view, which was really brand new. And then Ellman is most renowned for his work in medical hypnosis and the Ellman technique for rapid induction. And rapid inductions are primarily used in stage hypnosis, which we're not going to get into at all. And that's where a lot of people get their kind of fear of hypnosis, is thinking of maybe they've seen some stage hypnosis. That's a whole different animal. We can talk about that on a different session. And we're doing hypnotherapy. And your self-hypnosis is going to be internal hypnotherapy. So I have to ask you, are you afraid of hypnosis as you're listening to this? Because so many people are. They look at those old movies, like those zombie movies, where like people would rob banks or commit crimes. And you're just, if that was true, every hypnotist would be really rich. You're not going to quack like a chicken. All that stuff is, when that does happen in stage hypnosis, that's a whole different story. We'll talk about that later on another one. But there are definitely the ABCs and DEFs of hypnosis. You have to obtain a suggestible state where you're more likely to receive suggestions by either yourself or by someone else who's performing the hypnosis. And some people are considered more suggestible than others. Science has proven this. Research and scientific inquiry has proven this to be true. And there's been a lot of studies that have confirmed that not only are some people have a higher level of hypnotic suggestibility, but those people are also likely to get more out of hypnosis than those who don't have that high level of suggestibility. And if you have a very low level of suggestibility, you might as well just not even really use hypnosis as a modality because it's not going to really work for you. A lot of times people are more suggestible than they think they are, but they are really fighting it. They're afraid and they fight it and they don't release into it. But some people just can't be hypnotized. They just can't. And that's not for you. Using self-hypnosis, which is when you're going to learn how to do this to yourself. And let me tell you, it is delicious. Hypnotherapy seeks to create unconscious change in people. So you get put into a state that's highly suggestible. You kind of relax the conscious mind, which I always liken it to like a gerbil on the wheel, like the crazy making mind, the ruminator, the one that never lets you sleep, the mind that goes. It can be rigid at times. And it just relaxes you into a very suggestible state so that you can receive positive suggestions in a very fertile, relaxed way. It's really kind of a very relaxed, cool version of cognitive behavioral therapy, neurolinguistics. It's got a lot of science behind it. It's not just occult kind of weirdo stuff, and it has great effect. You don't really need a hypnotist ever at all to be hypnotized. They say that we're hypnotized at least about 3 times a day, and if you've ever driven anywhere where you've been just like so immersed in your own thoughts and all of a sudden you arrive at your destination and you're like, oh my God, I don't remember driving here at all. And you're like, whoa, I hope I stopped at all the stop signs and stuff. That was hypnosis. Have you ever been so engrossed in a book or a movie or something that like time seemed to be suspended, that you've lost track of your surroundings or anything like that? That's hypnosis. So all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. You control how deep or how lightly you go into quote-unquote trance. And while you might not accept or respond to an upfront direct suggestion to make some type of positive change in your life, under hypnosis, suggestion seems to get into the mind perhaps through the back door sort of way of consciousness where they often germinate and take root as important behavioral or psychological changes for you. The positive suggestions that I'll give you or you'll give yourself under hypnosis that you will then carry forward are called post-hypnotic suggestions. So the change will start from the moment that you're under hypnosis into the future. They're going to take effect right after the hypnosis, starting with the hypnosis and afterwards. And contrary to belief, people under hypnosis are in total control of themselves. And you would never do anything under hypnosis that you would not normally do in real life. If anyone's ever said, oh, I did all this wacky stuff under hypnosis, they wanted to. And here's the process for hypnosis, self-hypnosis and someone else doing hypnosis. You start with a hypnotic induction. It's usually the method used to hypnotize yourself or someone else. If you don't want to do it or come up with something yourself, there are a million free hypnotic induction scripts on the web. Just Google it. And if you're performing autosuggestions, which is self-hypnosis, you might also want to record it. You can pre-record it and then play it back yourself. Science has shown that if you record it in your own voice, in some way, we receive that more powerfully than we do somebody else's voice. And so the next thing you're going to do is you always want to be in something comfortable, really relaxed, some type of clothing that's not restricting you. You want to make sure the temperature in your area is comfortable. If you're too cold, you're going to be shivering. If you're too hot, you're going to be uncomfortable. And a lot of people find comfort in having a blanket, maybe even a stuffed animal, whatever, like a comfort thing, blanket, jacket, whatever makes you comfortable, sweater. And then you want to go to a quiet room and sit in any comfortable chair, on a sofa, and even a bed. Just know that if you do it on your bed, you may have a tendency to fall asleep more. You're more apt to fall asleep. And you kind of want to stay awake as much as possible through it. I mean, if you fall asleep during hypnosis, it's not the end of the world, but you're not going to quite receive the powerful messages as deeply into your subconscious. Science has proven that subliminal messages for self-improvement and even advertising and stuff don't really work as powerfully as if we're listening to it. And you want to also try to not cross your legs or your arms. Just get very relaxed. And you may want to put on some relaxation music. You can throw it on your phone, on YouTube, whatever you relax to, or you don't have to have music. I prefer music myself, but not everyone does. Some people like white noise. I think YouTube has some white noise music too, or sounds. And then also make sure that you're not going to get disturbed for at least a half an hour. No self-hypnosis is effective if it gets interrupted by a phone call or children or dogs barking. I know about the dogs barking stuff in the phone calls. Turn off your phones, the alerts, everything. Get it out of the room even, but if you're going to use it for YouTube or that's where you recorded your self-hypnosis, then obviously you can't. But turn all the other alerts off. off so it doesn't interrupt you, because you really want to sequester yourself. This is your time, and you really want to get the best out of it. Average hypnosis sessions last about 15-20 minutes to a half an hour, so you want to allocate that, but you also want to give yourself extra time to kind of come out of it gently, relax, kind of meditate, quote unquote, on it a little bit, and really feel the really powerful, positive response your body and your mind has had. And so you don't want to jump out of hypnosis and have to like run and pick the kids up from school or something. So allocate the appropriate amount of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice a simple relaxation hypnosis here today, but you can use it for many, many issues. If you're going to achieve a greater end, such as like weight loss, smoking cessation, whatever, prepare a list ahead of time of affirmations. Again, you can get those from the web. Smoking cessation affirmations, weight loss affirmations. Think of your own affirmations, things that will resonate with you. And many people use self-hypnosis to achieve their life goals. And you really want to visualize if you're a visual person, but if not a visual person, you can actually sense it, hear it, feel it about what your life is like once you accomplish your positive goals. Always say all your affirmations and any of your positive suggestions in the present tense, and you can go into the future as well, but you want to base it and ground it in the present tense. For instance, I am no longer a smoker. Cigarettes have no appeal to me. If you want to think more confidently, you might try, I'm capable of whatever I set my mind to. I am always in control, and I value my strengths. If you want to reach a real specific goal, a real targeted goal like weight loss, say it in the present tense. I am eating healthy. I am losing my excess weight. My clothes feel better. I feel better. I exercise and honor my body and my health. Hypnosis works better with reinforcement, so I do recommend that you record a couple versions of of a hypnosis script for whatever you're working on, and then just keep on playing them on a daily basis, because hypnosis works better with reinforcement. It really, really does. So we're going to start a little self-hypnosis. Are you ready? I'm going to go and turn some music on for you, so go and get in a comfortable place, and we're going to go into a delicious bit of hypnosis now. Close your eyes and take a nice deep breath, expanding your stomach with the inhalation, letting the air go into your ribs, expand out through the sides of your ribs. Hold it at the top, and then just gently relax it, release it, letting your belly fall towards your spine. A nice long exhalation, and then hold it at the bottom. Breathe in. I'd like you to count to 3 now. 1, 2, 3 on the inhalation. Hold it at the top for 3. 1, 2, 3. And just exhale for 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold it at the bottom for 3. 1, 2, 3. And let's slow that even a little more. Breathe in, expanding that belly. 1, 2, 3. Hold it at the top for 3. 1, 2, 3. And release it for 3. 1, 2, 3. Now just continue to do these nice long breaths. Inhaling expansively, holding it at the top, and then exhaling fully and holding it at the bottom. I like to think of the circle of life with each breath. So we're completing with each inhalation is the front of the arc of the circle. When we hold it and slow it, it becomes the top of the arc of the circle. And when we release it, it becomes the back arc of the circle. And we hold it after the release, it's the bottom part of the circle. So just envisioning these circle of life breaths. And just breathe slowly, gently. Relax into it. With each inhalation, just breathe in peace. With each exhalation, breathe out any stressors, any tensions you might be feeling carrying forward from your day, your morning, your night. And just pinpoint if there's any areas in your body that might be feeling any tension. And just breathe some healing breaths into that area, relaxing it. And we all carry our stressors and our tensions and our daily challenges in our body. So I'd like to imagine beginning with your head. Just let the tension slowly fall away from your body and vanish. Imagine it freeing each body part, one part at a time, starting with your head and working all the way down your body. Visualize each part of your body becoming looser and looser as the tension is removed. Relax your body parts one by one, starting with your head, your forehead. Your eyes feel heavy and loose. Your nose, the planes of your cheeks, even your ears relax. The back of your head relaxes. Back of your neck, the front of your neck, your shoulders, your upper arms, the front of your chest. All relax. Your stomach, your pelvic area, your groin. Just allowing this beautiful relaxation to permeate all areas of your body. Down over your back, your mid-back, your lower back, your buttocks, down over the back of your thighs and the front of your thighs, over your knees, your shins, your calves, your ankles, your feet, even your toes. We also bring it down your arms, over your elbows, your forearms, your hands, and out your fingers. All tension just releases. You continue to just take your deep, slow breaths. And with each exhalation, you can even envision all remaining bits of tension, stressors, and negativity you carry within, just going out of your breath in plumes of smoke into the universe, far away from you. And as you inhale, you see a pure, bright, healing light filled with life and energy and source enter your body. And feel this wonderful bright light entering any part of your body that may need a little extra attention or loving, tender care from tension or pain or illness. And just breathe that in and breathe out any tension, illness, and negativity that you may still have little tendrils of. I want you just to enjoy the fact that you're now very relaxed. And imagine that you're at the top of a flight of 10 stairs. And you're going to walk down these beautiful stairs. And there's stairs leading to a peaceful, safe garden. Picture every detail of this garden. It's of your creation. Lush plumage, flowers, birds. So gorgeous. It could be tropical. It could be a cottage garden. It could be anywhere. It could be your backyard garden, your front yard garden. It's your garden, your special garden, a place of safety and peace. And every step you take, you will just relax doubly, as relaxed as you are right now. So let's begin. We're on the 10th step, and now we're going to go down to the 9th step. You can picture each number in your mind: 10, 9. Doubly relaxed with each step: 8, 7. Drifting further and further into deep, deep relaxation: 6. As you take each step, imagine the feel of the step under your feet. Is it cool marble? Is it wood? Is it concrete? Is it warm from the sun? Are your feet bare? Visualize it or feel it or sense it however you would like. 6, 5, 4, 3. Just to feel yourself with each step getting more and more profoundly relaxed. 2, 1. And you're on the bottom, profoundly relaxed in the beautiful, safe garden. So relaxed, so peaceful. And as you walk through the garden, you keep on walking and walking until you come upon a beautiful healing park. Just warm expanse of green, lush grass and trees all around. It's very, very safe. It's a clear, warm, sunny day. Just take a moment to enjoy the environment, the soft clouds, the birds, and the sun coming through the dappled trees around the park perimeter. Please imagine or feel, if you will, the warm peace cascading over your body. And you decide to lay down on a blanket on the plush, warm grass. As you rest on the blanket, you think of the challenges you are currently facing in your life. In your mind's eye, each challenge is then magically written upon the exterior of a red, biodegradable balloon. Bird safe, environment safe. As you lie on the warm blanket, you gently hold the balloon with your first worry written clearly on it magically. And you hold the balloon by a string, and then you just release it. And the balloon floats into the air, far, far away from you, and safely disappear into the air. Notice after you release that balloon if a place in your body feels looser and lighter. We often hold worries, sadness, and angers in our bodies. And just breathe into that loosening, lightening space. And celebrate the release of that worry. Then your next worry is written on another balloon magically. Again, you let the string slip through your fingers and just watch it release into the universe far, far away from you, causing no harm to any bird or plane or anyone else, and particularly not you anymore. Just naturally disappearing into nothingness. Again, pay attention to your body and where that concern resided in your body. Notice how much better you feel. Allow the next worry or stressor in your life be written on another balloon. And then released into the perfect blue sky. As all the balloons are released from you, you realize how much lighter of spirit you actually feel. How much better your body feels. In this moment, you have created wonderful peace. You will carry this harmony forward with you, and each day you will feel more relaxed and more in control of your emotions. Stressors always come into our lives, but now you allow them to move through you instead of moving into you. You are perfectly in control, peaceful and centered because you've released all those old worries from you permanently. You've learned a new skill today that you'll be able to bring with you anywhere you go. And each and every day you'll feel even more relaxed than you do today. You know that you can accomplish anything that your mind conceives. You are strong and focused. You are confident. You are relaxed and calm. You breathe in deeply and release any tensions that briefly enter your body, because you are in total control of how you perceive, receive circumstances. And in a moment, I'm going to bring you back to time and place, and you're going to feel wonderful in every way. going to count from 1 to 5, and on the count of 5, you'll open your eyes, feeling marvelous, rejuvenated, joyful, and confident, and so relaxed, so wonderful. 1, starting to feel the environment around you again. 2, becoming more and more alert, feeling wonderful in every way. 3, breathing in, feeling vibrant life force coursing through your body, more awake, feeling wonderful. 4, eyes starting to feel sparklingly clear, ready to open, feeling joyful, relaxed, peaceful and confident. 5, open your eyes, back to time and place, feeling joyful and wonderful in every way. And you've done it. You've hypnotized yourself. If you have any questions or want more hypnotic sessions, please email me at info@greeningradio.com. Like us on Facebook, comment on Facebook, talk to us on our web, greeningradio.com, and we'll see you next time on Spaz on Health. Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks for listening to Rhonda on Spaz on Health. Tune into greeningradio.com to rock your best life.